Good day everyone. Our lesson for today is about the operations on functions. Operations on functions. We have two operations, using the addition and using the subtraction. But before we proceed to the illustration, we are going first to identify the step-by-step procedures of the operation on addition, and also with the subtract. For letter A, find the least common denominator, or which we are called the LCD of both fractions. Letter B, rewrite the fractions as equivalent fractions with the same LCD or the least common denominator. For letter C, the LCD is the denominator of the resulting fraction. And for letter D, the sum or difference of the two numerators is the numerator of the resulting fractions. Okay, we are going to show the example on these operations. Example 1, we are going to find the sum of 1/3 and 2/5. Okay, for our solution, the LCD of the two fractions is 15. Since we have the denominator of 3 and 5, so the LCD of 3 and 5 is 15. Sum of the two fractions, so we have 1/3 plus 2/15, and the LCD is 5, or 15 rather, 15 the LCD. So 15 divided by 3, we have 15 divided by 3, and the result will be 5 plus 2 as the numerator, then same denominator, so finally we have the 7/15, because 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay, so 1/3 plus 2/5 is 7/15. Okay, number 2, example number 2, find the sum of 1/x minus 3 and 2/x minus 5. Okay, for the solution, so the least common denominator of the two fractions is, so for the denominator of first fraction, x minus 3, and the denominator of second fraction, x minus 5, if we're going to find the LCD, getting the product of the two denominators, so x minus 3 and x minus 5, or simply product of the two, so we have x squared minus 8x plus 15. Continuation. So by adding the two fractions, so we have 1/x minus 3 plus 2/x minus 5 is equals to, okay, LCD natin sa dalawa, x squared minus 8x plus 15. Then both, ganun din, lalagyan din natin LCD denominator ng second fraction, x squared minus 8x plus 15. So same lang ngayon ang kanilang denominator. Then if we're going to divide this trinomial to binomial x minus 3, it gives a result of x minus 5. So ang kanyang bagong numerator ngayon ay x minus 5 plus yung second denominator natin, x squared minus 8x plus 15. If we're going to divide to x minus 5, ang remaining quotient is x minus 3. Since meron siyang 2 numerator pa, so we are going to distribute 2 to x minus 3. Finally, if we're going to find the sum of the 2 numerator with rewriting the same denominator, since it is similar, so x minus 5 times the quantity of 2 and x minus 3. So it gives a result of 3x minus 11, because we have 2x plus x 3x, then negative 5 plus negative 6, negative 11. Okay. Next, operations on functions by multiplication. Okay, the guidelines. Rewrite the numerator and denominator in terms of its prime numbers. Letter B. Common factors in the numerator and denominator can be simplified as 1. Okay. Or this is referring to the cancellation. Okay. Letter C. Multiply the numerators together to get the new numerator. Okay. Next, for letter D, multiply the denominators together to get the new denominator. Okay. Then, illustration of multiplication. Example number 3. Find the product of 10 over 21. Ito yung ating first fraction. And second fraction, 15 over 8. We're going to use the cancellation of factors when it is convenient. Okay, for the solution, express the numerators and denominators of the two fractions into their prime factors. Multiply and cancel out common factors in the numerator and the denominator to reduce the final answer to lowest terms. Kumbaga, parang mauna na yung cancellation para yung magiging product or yung magiging result mo ultimately nasa lowest terms na. Okay? We are going to show this. So, yung ating first fraction ay 10 over 21. Then, second fraction ay 15 over 8. Operation is multiplication. So, the prime number in 10 or factor, we have the 2 times 5. That is also 10. Then, 21 naman, ang kanyang prime numbers factor ay 3 and 7 because 3 times 7 is also 21. Yung 15, ang kanyang prime factors 3 and 5 product, at yung 8 ang kanyang prime factors 2 times 2 times 2. Ayan. Okay. Then finally we are going to find the product numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. So we have 2 times 5 times 3 times 5. Then for the denominator, we have 3 times 7 times 2 times 2 times 2. Then proceed to cancellation if ever. Okay, let's say on this part we have 3 and 3, so that's cancel. So magiging 1 na lang siya by the rule. 2 and 2 cancel. So sa numerator ang matitira ay 5 and 5. So the product of 5 and 5 is 25. While in the denominator, ang matitira na lang ay 7 times 2, 14 times 2, 28. So final answer is 28, or rather 25 over 28. Ito ang ating final answer. Okay. Next, example number 4. Find the product of the expression. So we have the x squared minus 4x minus 5 all over x squared minus 3x plus 2 and x squared minus 5x plus 6 all over x squared minus 3x minus 10. Okay? Solution. Express the numerators and denominators of two rational expressions into their prime factors. Parang same din dun sa ating ginawa kanina. in the numerals, no? Kinuha natin yung kanyang prime factors. Multiply and cancel out common factors in the numerator and the denominator to reduce the final answer to lowest terms. Okay? Note the similarity in the process between this example and the previous one on fractions. Okay? Okay, we are going to show the solution. So the product of the two rational expressions, we're going to find the prime factors of x squared minus 4x minus 5. We have x plus 1 quantity times x minus 5 quantity. Itong portion na to ang prime factors nitong expression na to. Next, yung denominator naman ng first rational expression. X squared minus 3x plus 2, ang kanyang prime factors, x minus 2 quantity times x minus 1 quantity. Okay? Next, numerator naman ng second rational expression. X minus 2 minus 5x plus 6, ang kanyang prime factors, x minus 2 times x minus 3. Last, denominator naman ng second rational expression. X minus 2 minus 3x minus 10, ang kanyang prime factors, x minus 5 quantity times x plus 2 quantity. Okay? Finally, we reduce the product of the two rational expression into simplest form. Okay? Next, so by solution or by the rule, product of numerator and product of the denominator. Okay, so process of elimination. We have eliminate the x minus 2 quantity with the denominator of x minus 2 quantity. Eliminated. Then, x minus 5 quantity for the numerator, also x minus 5 to the denominator, so cancel out. Next, so finally, ang matitira ngayon sa numerator ay yung x plus 1 and x minus 3. Then sa denominator naman, ang matitira ay x minus 1 and x plus 2. Okay? If we're going to gives the product of this expression, it gives a result of x squared minus 2x minus 3 all over x squared plus x minus 2. And that is your final answer. Okay? Division. To divide two fractions or rational expressions, multiply the dividend with the reciprocal of the divisor. Okay, reciprocal also name for multiplicative inverse. Okay? So, yung tinatawag natin reciprocal, siya din yung tinatawag na multiplicative inverse. Okay. Example number 5. Divide the rational expression 2x squared plus x minus 6 all over 2x squared plus 7x plus 5 by another rational expression x squared minus 2x minus 8 all over 2x squared minus 3x minus 280. Okay, let's continue using the operation. Okay, so this is the mathematical expression of the previous example. So the symbol is division symbol, and according to the rule, we are going to multiply the dividend to the reciprocal divisor. Okay, yung ating divisor, kukuhanin mo lang yung kanyang reciprocal. Sa madaling salita, magpapalit lang yung numerator and denominator. Okay, then, ang magiging operation na ay from division to multiplication. So, pag nagawa mo yung first procedure na yun, proceed ka na ngayon sa operation on multiplication. Okay? Pag ginawa mo yun, babalik ka sa process of prime factors, giving the prime factors. Okay, so ang prime factors ng first numerator, 2x squared plus x minus 6 ay 2x minus 3 and x plus 2. Okay? Next, yung denominator naman ng first expression, 2x squared plus 7x plus 5, ang kanyang prime factors, 2x plus 5 quantity times x plus 1 quantity. Next, yung second numerator, 2x squared minus 3x minus 20, ang kanyang prime factors ay x minus 4, 2x plus 5. Then, denominator x squared minus 2x minus 8, ang kanyang prime factors x plus 2, x minus 4. Then, kung mayroon tayong same prime factors, one for numerator and the other one is for denominator, so maka-cancel out lang yun. Katulad itong 2x plus 5 at saka yung 2x plus 5 cancel out, yung x plus 2 tsaka itong x plus 2 cancel out, x minus 4 tsaka yung x minus 4 cancel out. So ano na lang yung matitira? Ano na lang yung matitira? So matitira lang sa numerator ay 2x minus 3. At yung sa denominator, ang matitira lang ay x plus 1. So, yan. Ito na ngayon ang iyong final answer. 2x minus 3 all over x plus 1. And that's the end of my lecture. Thank you and God bless.